Hello YouTube, welcome to Jugaad channel. I'm going to talk about jugaad-data today. It's a Python library to download Indian stock market data. Right now it supports NSE's new website. The jugaad-data offers you a command line interface and several Python functions to download various data points. You can download stock data, index data, and derivatives data from using jugaad-data. For detailed documentation of the jugaad-data library, please visit marketsetup.in. So there you can find other library as well, jugaad-trader. So I'll create another video for that. I'll include the link of this documentation page in the description below. Now let's see how to install jugaad-data. First thing you need to do is you open your PowerShell. So you can find it here. If you are on Linux, just open your terminal. So once you see this, just ignore this environment part. So I like to work in a virtual environment, but it's totally optional. You can do even without a virtual environment, right? So first thing is to install jugaad-data. So this is how you can install jugaad-data. Because I've already installed it, so it says requirements already satisfied. So another thing is you need to install pandas as well if you want to use your data in pandas data frame. So the beauty of jugaad-data is it makes pandas optional. So if you just are looking to download data in CSV files, it keeps the library size very small. So, but if you want pandas support, you can install it separately. So while this installs, now for today's session, we will look at the command line interfaces first, and then in the next session we will see how to use Python API. Once you install jugaad-data, first thing you can do is open your terminal and just type jugaad-data, right? So here you can see all the options or all the functionalities that Bhavcopy can provide. Anytime you're stuck, you just have to type help. So it will give you all the options. So first thing you can do is download Bhavcopy. You can download derivatives data. You can download index data. You can download stock data. Right? These are all the functionalities available. Quickly, if we just go to any of the sub command and type help, it will give you all the options regarding that particular command. So that it's that easy. So first command we're going to see is how to download Bhavcopy. So you can download Bhavcopy for a particular day. You can do that by specifying. First thing you need to do is specify the directory where you want to dump the Bhavcopy, and then you can specify the start date. So this will download Bhavcopy for that particular day. Right, so it has downloaded Bhavcopy in this data folder. So now if you want to see the contents of this right, so you can see it has already downloaded that in this particular format. So you might be familiar with this particular file format, right? Now let's see if we want to download data from a start date to an end date. So how do we do that? So for a month, if you want to download, we do this. So it will dump all the files starting from 1st Jan 2020 till 31st in that particular folder. So now let's clear the folder again so that we can download some other data. So we've deleted everything into the data folder now. So now let's download the futures and like the derivatives data. So this just adding FO, if you see here, this particular line, it will download the futures and options Bhavcopies. So so these are the Bhavcopies for derivatives segment. Now, if you want to open any of them, you can just do. So if you see here, it starts with instrument, that is future index, then the symbol, expiry date, then strike price, option type, open, high, low, close, all those things, right? So this is a derivatives Bhavcopy. Similarly, you can add this IDX option to download index Bhavcopies. So that covers the Bhavcopies part. So now we will see how to download stock data. So first thing you need to do is just type stock JData stock minus help. You'll get all the options available for this command. So first option, first input is the symbol. Then you need to provide from and to date. Then the series. So there are many series working in the stock markets, right from EQB, all those things. Then you also need to provide the output file, and so those are the only options, right? So let's download stock data for SBI. Default is EQ, so we don't have to provide that. It has been saved to this folder. Now let's download index data. So index is the command for downloading index data. So let's see all the options available. Again, so you have to provide the symbol, from date, to date, and the output directory. So let's start providing that. So here, because it's there is a space in involved in this symbol name, so you have to include the name in the quotes. Again, we will download it from 1st January to 31st, and we will dump that file into data directory. Okay, I added this A by mistake. You need to take care of that. So if you can see, this is the kind of file you will get. Now let's talk about the most complex of the command line options. That is derivatives, downloading derivatives data. Of course, derivatives are complex. That's the reason the command is also complex, right? So you can just type help. So here you can see there are, in derivatives you have futures, you have options. Then futures and options are for both stocks and indices. So yeah, I mean, and adding to that, for options you have call options, you have put options. So there are multiple options available for downloading data. So in this section, I'll just cover I mean, two options. One is downloading um, stock futures data, and downloading indices options data. That is, we'll just download Nifty call options maybe, right? And then you can extrapolate it to other options as well, right? So briefly, so we've typed help for derivatives, and this is what you're getting. So first thing you need to do is provide the symbol. It can be stock name, something like SBN or Nifty, as usual from date to date. This one is the expiry date. So for futures, it's just monthly. For some of the index future options, it can also be weekly, right? So Bank Nifty, there are every Thursday there is one expiry date, right? So that then so instrument type. So here you have to specify whether it's stock futures, index futures, or stock option, or index option, right? So these are the additional options added compared to previous commands like stock and index. So next one is specifically for if you select options, index options or stock options, then this option applies. That is, what is the strike price that you want to download, right? Then this is it a call option or a put option? Again, this applies only to options. It doesn't apply to futures. With that, let's jump into the command. So here, if you see, in the help, you can already see some examples. So let's just download stock future data for this particular stock, that is SBI. starting from 1st Jan to 30th Jan. So here, if you see additional parameters, that is expiry date, and then you have your usual open, high, low, close last time. So the new things that you need to pay attention to is the like total traded quantity. So open interest, right? So this is very specific to derivatives, change in open interest and open interest. Now let's download derivatives data for Nifty. So here you can see I have provided Nifty from date to date, and then expiry date, that is 23rd, because 23rd was the expiry date in the month of Jan 2020. I'm providing option index, strike price of 11,000. This is put option, and then the output file name. So it has saved to so here you can see expiry date is 23rd. Then you have somewhere open interest, change in open interest symbol. You can see Nifty. You might be wondering that we've asked for a month's data, but we've just got this much, right? So we can't help it. It's how right now the new website is providing. Let's hope they fix that and we get the whole data. So as a workaround, I would suggest you download the complete data using derivatives Bhavcopy, and then extract relevant data from there. Hope this gives you a quick overview of jugaad-data command line. In the next video, we will see the Python interface as well. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.